Greetings everyone, and Great here. Another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the US forces, we have AngoJeep. Hopefully goes for a Jeep. Spawn on the north side as the Panzer Elite player, we have DexN. Got some Panzer Grenadiers being pulled out, not big surprise. Got the engineers pulling out barracks, not big surprise. We got only one squad of engineers, not going for a second squad, or a third squad I should say. He's probably going to Rifleman next. He may get pull out a Jeep. The Jeep will be useful in hunting down the Kettenkrad, as well as bullying around the Panzer Grenadiers. We got, of course, a squad of Panzer Grenadiers now deployed out in the field, as well as a barracks deployed out in the field. First squad is our Rifleman squad. Panzer Grenadiers eyeing for this cutoff point there, and this Kettenkrad is going a bit, just safe captures at the moment. Not going aggressive for this munitions sector here.
Sandbag's done. Sit up. I see one more freaking bag of dirt.
Munitions point is being captured on up. Fuel points being captured on up. Rifleman squad's almost deployed out in the field. Second squad, Panzer Grenadiers now deployed on the field. Gain them both of them together. He may eye to go aggressive and towards the center of the map. On a side note as well, I don't know why, but ever since I got a new graphics card, this map does not like my new graphics card. So there may occasionally be some lag spikes. It's just only this map. I have no idea what's causing it. Engineers who captured that VP, Rifleman eyeing for this cutoff point there. And now we've got this engineer capturing up the various backline resource sectors. Panzer Grenadiers are both pushing towards this fuel sector. You will capture it, but won't be in supply. This Kettenkrad wants to capture up this munition sector and needs eye for this munition sector there to get this fuel sector in supply as quickly as possible, in my opinion. Because capturing this fuel point does nothing if it's not in supply. It may delay your opponent, but your opponent also does not have this point captured up either. Of course, he may not know about it just yet, though based on his movement pattern there, he probably would have saw that neutral point, uncaptured point. Riflemen have now captured up this munitions sector now. We got a first squad of riflemen. No shots have fired so far this game. Usually a single shot has been fired. Usually engineer shooting a Kettenkrad or a pioneer shooting a engineer. Granted, there's no pioneers. Sorry, I had to check my other computer. We do got, of course, the first shot fired. Rifleman's advance forward. G43 squad here. We've got two rifleman squads here. Engineers not being upgraded flamethrower just yet. Doesn't have enough munitions for it. And engineers eyeing for a bit more defensive position, not eyeing to push them forward. Panzer Grenadiers capture this munitions sector, while these Kettenkrad going around capture the other sectors now. Rifleman squad could get overwhelmed by three Panzer Grenadiers. We've got a fourth Panzer Grenadier now pushing down south. Jeep now deployed on the field. We got these Panzer Grenadiers behind the light cover. Rifleman behind some heavy cover. And now here comes Jeep. The Jeep maybe on to push those Panzer Grenadiers out of all cover there, allowing the Rifleman squad to engage at close range. These going to close on distance there. H is also going to fire at close range. One Panzer Grenadier, he should focus down that one. That squad's falling back. May want to retarget the G43 squad. If you can't get the wipe, just focus on another squad in order to force them back. Now I've got these two Rifleman squad down to 4 members each. Engineers need to start advancing forward to that Panzer Grenadier, or I to capture that point. And now the Jeep's pushing forward, getting some damage there on those Panzer Grenadiers. Jeep getting some good damage there. Rifleman squad and engineers all pushing together. Rifleman squads are both at 4 members there. There's a Panzer Grenadiers down to 1 lost member. Does fall back there, and both Panzer Grenadiers are now falling back as well. Both Rifleman squads are still on the field. Both of them are quite wounded. 5th Panzer Grenadier now pushes its way forward. And now we're going to receive some fire. They should be able to run that Panzer Grenadier with the 2 remaining Rifleman squad. Engineers even at Veteran C1. Usually don't see engineers vetted up this quickly. They managed to get 4 of the kills themselves. Very, very nice. And does force back all these squads. Great engagement there. Rifleman squad going around capturing up points. This cutoff point needs to be captured up as well. Engineers, I would probably... They probably can't get that point decaptured in time, and it'll be quickly recaptured up. Kettenkrad advance will receive some automatic weapons fired from this Jeep. Do now have another Rifleman squad, 3 Rifleman squads to deploy on the field. And somehow the engineer I mentioned before in this Veteran C1 has no damage onto him either. That is incredibly rare in my opinion. Got a landmine deployed out right there, very, very nice. If he blobs forward, that is potentially on the movement path of the Panzer Grenadiers. Does stop loading up that landmine in time, so the Panzer Grenadiers could find this one here. This does miss it, actually. Does cancel the other landmine there. That is a 6-man rifleman squad. The 4-man rifleman squad is now falling back. The rifleman squad does get out of the garrison. It's only 2 windows inside. Both of these are G43s now. These 3 Panzer Grenadiers are unupgraded. And now Jeep is receiving some bold weapons fire. Jeep's going to be trying to run away now. He should have enough health to escape on there, but unless he gets an unlucky crit, a damaged engine crit, he should be able to escape on there. Vet 1 engineer is a full health and now has a flamethrower. And now a slightly wounded unvetted engineer also has a flamethrower. Desmond squad needs to fall back sooner rather later. Got a 3rd G43 squad. Trios to now pull on field. Rifleman squad needs to fall back. He's about to get wiped out. And in fact, he'll likely get wiped out. Light cover on the retreat path will save the Rifleman squad. And these both have fallen back. That landmine only gets 1 model. Do we see healing HQ? We may see healing HQ. We see no structures back here, so he may deploy a structure as well. I'm really surprised that Rifleman squad escaped out of there. He got really lucky. I think they're, as I mentioned beforehand, retreating back through the light cover saved him. As Grenadiers are now trying to decapture this cutoff point, but it's currently not a cutoff point. Leningrad captured on the left side of the map, very nice. And now we do have the Kampfgruppe Company. He may be going for straight for 222s.
Tally ho, we're good to go.
Triage Center is full out of field, so these guys should be nice and topped off in health. We do have no healing back. Oh no, we do have healing back there. They're at full health. That they're no longer receiving healing because they are at full health. Another US landmine there that could be useful in order to prevent any sort of dive from 222s. Panzer Grenadiers are now engaging behind the light and heavy cover there. She's pushing way forward, trying to bully around these squads. The heavy cover one does fall back. There's 2 Flamer Engineers there, gain some great damage onto these Panzer Grenadiers. Now they're close to falling back. One of the rifle squads sustained a bit of beating there. He could retreat back early to get him topped off the health. He's already below half health, 1 model missing only. And Grand now is seeing some automatic weapons fire and semi-automatic weapons fire. And the Jeep is getting some great damage on the Kettengrad. Spent too much time typing and not enough for running away, but does manage to keep the Kettengrad alive. Engineers to foil out some landmines there, very, very nice. So far, the US player has not selected the doctrine just yet. Let's see if the Panzer League player select that doctrine. 1 command point has been consumed, so it may be possible that he has selected that doctrine. Flame Engineers getting some good damage there. Jeep's doing good around pulling around the Panzer Grenadiers. Flame Engineers, that 1 Flame Engineers are out of range now. Now it's time to repair up the Jeep right there. And the Panzer and the Engineer squad does fall back. Rifleman squad does fall back as well. Receive a bit of damage there. We got the Rifleman squad to capture the fuel point. And Flame Engineer does receive suppressive fire there, preventing any significant damage there. Both Flame Engineers are falling back. There's 2 landmines there, both perhaps a little bit too close to each other. We now have a 222 now on the field, as well as the Storm Gavers on this squad right here. And now I got the Panzer Command and the Panzer Corps Command. This is going straight for Panther research. Rifleman squad does fall back nice and early. 222 finds 2 landmines. Get out of destroyed engine crit there. We do now have a motor pool being built on out. The other squad of Flame Engineers actually has 3 engineer squads on the field. You may want to take time to have all of them start building up that motor pool there. Engine crit will take a bit of time to repair on up. May leave them vulnerable. Riflemen and engineers could advance forward. Of course, Panzer Grenadiers are of course a repair squad. Leningrad now receiving some fire there. This munitions point is also captured by the US player. And now do got the light ATF track being deployed on the field. Over here, Greyhound or Staghound or T-17. It is Greyhound. Though unknown doctrine selected, I don't think I selected doctrine. I do believe the Panzer player has selected doctrine, just they don't know what. Likely not look off ground forces, since both of those have initial abilities that can be spotted. It could be Scorched Earth. It could be Tank Hunter. Don't see any teller mines. Nor do I see booby traps at the moment. Greyhound does find a good shot there, firing away. Of course, he does have light TF track. Not on the field. He actually canceled that. I don't see on the build queue either. Panzer engaged at range. Rifle squad does fall back there.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Mortar half-track now deployed on the field. That should provide some good fire support. Though it's not fighting against any sort of static weapons. Grad right there. Mortar half-track firing a barrage somewhere. Yep, don't see any booby trap points, and I don't see any teller mines at a brief glance. You now got 2 squads STGs and 3 squads of G43s, which likely leads me to believe that he's not going for Tank Hunter, but I'm guessing Scorched Earth. The reason why I'm thinking Scorched Earth is because Tank Hunter you tend to see Pantrex squads for the double Pantrex. As well as you generally don't see Panther research quickly, and you find a landmine there. AT gun does roll a miss there. Greyhound and the Jeep are engaging. The Greyhound's not been upgraded to a 50 cal as well. But usually see the Hetzer being rushed for Tank Hunter before Panthers. So I'm guessing he's gone for Scorched Earth. We do see another 2-2 on the build queue. We've got light cap track on the build queue as well. Does get some damage there. Mortar half-track eyeing up barrage. The mortar half-track, it feels like mortars tend to do good crit damage versus Greyhounds.
The enemy advances.
Rolls a miss there. Light half-track rolls a miss as well. Trying to hit that Jeep. Jeep, there's a little bit of damage there. Gets fully mobilized there, but does get circle around behind cover there. Gets quickly repaired on up, and the AT guns in this region to engage. In fact, the Greyhound could stick around and still get a lot of shots. The engineers can, of course, repair it up quite nicely, but he does have to be worried about the mortar half-track there. Got a pair of riflemen here. No bar research. AT gun and Jeep now pushing way forward once again. Another 2-2 now blow it on the field. I do not see any additional U.S. landmines in this region, nor here.
Attention, the enemy advances.
Rifleman skirting around the flank. This rifleman's eyeing for the munitions point there. 2-2 trying to stop them. Engineers advance forward. All 2 are flame engineers. The other one's unupgraded. Rifleman squad received a fire there. Over here, G43 squad's now going to see some flame reverse there. One of them does fall back there. Does get some damage there, and all the engineer squads do fall back now. Got various weapons here.
Our unit has been upgraded.
We do not have the reinforcement point here, so now we've got forward healing for the Panzer Elite player. Don't see any additional research right now. He has a bit of manpower, munitions, and fuel. This player has not selected doctrine. Angojeep is now trying to push the way forward. U.S. sniper in upland field, 0 kills so far. He does not know about it just yet. Now he knows about it. Greyhound could prevent the Panzer Grenadiers from overrunning. AT gun now receiving some fire there. Flame Grenadiers advance forward, trying to get some damage here. And these Panzer Grenadiers now receiving massive amounts of fire there. One does fall back, more sniper shots on in. This Panzer Grenadier squad could actually go down, does retreat back there. Light half-track advancing forward. And there's just too much fire support here, including the AT gun there for that light half-track to even try to go for a crit shot. Incendiary mortar does connect and does withdraw from the region. Only lost a couple models there, so you can perhaps quickly heal these guys up with the triage center. Actually, did he lose any models? Yeah, it looks like 1 rifleman, 2 rifleman models went down, and 1 engineer. I just want to see Panzer Elite models there. Mortar trying to engage. Let's get a good, decent splash there on the sniper. And does get a crit shot there on the Jeep. That may be a little bit overkill. AT gun can roll to rotate around to engage these forces. The Jeep does go down.
Compound. Base is under attack.
Oh, he has gone for tank cutter, so we do see the Hetzer deployed on the field. I was half thinking that he went for a scorched earth. Looks like my assessment was incorrect. But now there's plenty of AT here. The US player is not stuck in doctrine just yet. Going for another AT gun, which makes sense. AT Hetzer advancing forward. He may have access to sticky bombs there, but maybe not. See, on the rifleman squad's not charging it. It probably does not. AT Hetzer now trying to find the shots there onto the rifleman squad. Not sure what made that giant sound there. Almost sounded like a commando glider to me. AT guns are seeing some mortar shots there. Rifleman squad does fully withdraw now. Mortar half track, maybe I'm for some shots. The mortar half track may be in range of the retreat point right there, so maybe I am barraged right now. AT gun, however, has a pretty good line sight there. Does throw incendiary mortar there onto the motor pool. Lining up a shot now. Rolls a bounce there, rolls a miss there. AT gun now getting reinforced the front line, takes the support weapon center. Does lose the mortar half track there. Jeep round or M8 Greyhound received quite a bit of fire there. Rifleman squad advancing forward. Rifleman trying to go for a sticky bomb, I believe. Does withdraw from the region, however. Greyhound needs to fall back, about ready to get killed off by the AT Hetzer, but it looks like he does back off the region. Two now advancing on forward. Destroys his carcasses, trying to deny any usage of a Berkantiga, but it looks like he doesn't have one deployed on the field. Most people generally don't go for them. And I do have armor. He's going for the Calliope line. He has spent all his command points. His Greyhound can now go around capture points as well because the line was raid operations.
Squad reinforced, taking fire.
And now the rifle squad receiving some fire there from 2-2. Negative ground is, of course, makes him very vulnerable. AT gun does roll a miss there. As other AT guns starting to advance on forward. Apparently there's a Kettengrad carcass that was there the entire time. Didn't realize that. Two now trying to overrun the M1 AT gun. Does roll a whiff there. Greyhound trying to charge on forward. AT guns could start focusing on the AT Hetzer. Oh, he lost one of his, he lost the non-flamer engineer. Flamer engineer getting some damage there. The other flamer engineer is Veteran C2. Light TF track does roll a miss there. Does take out the the G2 there. Gets fully mobilized crit there. AT gun does go down. Light TF gun receives fire there. Sniper presumably is forward. Greyhound still defending itself against the Panzer Grenadiers. Rifleman squad advancing up forward. Something else exploded right there. The mortar half track has gone down as well. Greyhound receives some fire there. It looks like he does have sticky bombs. At least one now connects. Damage to the crit there. Not sure why this ATS is trying to dive in like it's a Greyhound like that. Does lose the Greyhound in return, but the short range crit there.
Enemy unit down.
Does overkill with the sticky bombs, but now the ATS does go down. That's probably not worth losing a ATS for that Greyhound. SCG squad is advancing on forward, trying to overrun the intake gun. Sniper is in the region. Rifleman getting some hits on the G43 squads. The sniper does fall back there. Does not get shot up there. Engineer out the eventually one out of the AT gun does fall back as well. Likely will get decrewed, though it has plenty of health. The base MG's right here.
Taking fire!
And now this AT gun's receiving much needed healing.
Base is under attack.
Incendiary mortar or regular mortar does connect right there. Got a fresh mortar half track.
Yeah, ready for another beating?
Now firing up a volley there. Another fresh ATS are deployed on the field. This player is almost at 3 command points. Got 2 command points over here. No additional research at the moment. Flame Engineers advancing forward with some Panzer Grenadiers trying to stop them. We got 3 Panzer Grenadiers, mortar half track and ATS Cert. That is his current composition. ATS Cert does see some fire there. Let's get some good damage there.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Bounce there on the AT Hetzer. Panzer Grenadiers advance forward. Calliope rockets now raining on, but we'll miss the Panzer Grenadiers. Trying to hit that AT Hetzer. The AT Hetzer may go down. It does go down right there. Rifle squad's now falling back. One of the rifle squads may be wiped on out. Up north, we got this engineer captured some points. Your sniper, 10 kills, efficiency 2. Lower half track now receiving some repairs. Not a lot of forces deployed out by the Panzer League player. He's losing too many AT-Hetzers. Plus, the AT-Hetzers not really needed at this point in time. This one doesn't have any assets for them to really effectively engage. Those that say that, there's also a Calliope, efficiency 1. He may be eyeing for a barrage on these Panzer Grenadiers. The AT gun does get wiped out. He does find a shot there. Calliope, close range. I think that may be getting close to his minimum range as well. Back off a little bit there. Incendiary mortar does connect. Engineer squad does fall back there.
We're losing ground out there.
The mortar half track may take out the AT gun given enough mortars.
A fuel point is being seized.
One more shot. One more penetrating shot could kill it off. Panzer Grenadier falling back from that region. Over here, we
We're
do
down
have
to 300 points.
the engineer or Panzer Grenadiers capture the flanks. The US players down to less than 300 points. The Panzer League players has 457. Rifle squad trying to push on forward, trying to get a sticky bomb there. Panzer Grenadiers advance forward. Does lose the AT gun entirely. That was the one that he just recaptured and got immediately destroyed because it had no health. That one flame engineer is trying to hold back these Panzer Grenadiers now. It does get received press fire there. And AT gun does get decrewed.
One shot, one kill.
Sniper getting good shots there. Calliope barrage raining on in. Trying to destroy the structure at the moment. Sniper does not get spotted there. Could turn around and get a shot on the Panzer Grenadiers and does. And the structure didn't receive a whole lot of damage now, did it?
They're trying to flush me out. Sniper taking fire.
Does get a shot there. Sniper falling him back slightly. Rifleman squad could get a sticky bomb there. This mortar half track. He has 2 mortar half tracks on the field. Well, this one does have damage to crit there. This one will receive damage to crit, or just damage actually.
Sector.
Flame Engineers getting some good damage there onto those Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers squad is now falling back. Rifleman squad and Flame Engineers trying to overrun the mortar half track with the damage and crit. Of course, we do got the Calliope available. He's pretty close to getting the field repair ability. He has plenty of missions for it as well. Hasn't eyed for a tank depot just yet, and he actually did lose his mortar pool in the mortar barrages. And the mortar half tracks do not go down. Both of them have similar health. Was that a full squad wipe there? Or was it just the leader icon there? He still has all 5 squads. Sniper does get another good shot there. Now efficiency 3, 17 kills. Rifle squad, efficiency 1, advancing forward. Does miss that grenade there, and the rifle squad does fall back. Calliope eyeing for a very, very close range barrage. Missing some of the rockets there. And does wipe out the squad entirely, so he does lose an STG squad. Got us regular point there being captured up. That will of course allow these munitions to be in supply. Notice he's now fully withdrawing from the region, trying to avoid the mortar half tracks.
Send orders. Capture complete. Still
As Grenadier squad does fall
We are
back because that
losing a
sniper's in the
sector.
region.
Panzer Grenadiers, ready for action.
We are losing ground.
Got it there onto the engineers.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Target secure. Keep going on target.
Our forward
Alright, I'm gonna
supply
capture that
lines
field
are
point there.
broken.
We do got a pair of landmines deployed out by the US player. These are not teller mines. Let's see if they're fully built. They appear to be fully built. Now we got the engineer squad falling back. Rifle squad is now falling on back. This rifle squad is pushing me forward. Panzer Grenadier squad does make a slow retreat there. Rifleman sniper's at 19 kills. And now this rifleman's receiving some mortar fire there, suppressing him. Incendiary mortar does come on in once again, trying to hit that AT gun. Remember, he's also tank hunter. They tend to float a lot of resources there. These landmines have been swept, and now I do got the artillery barrage running on in. Let's blow up one of his own landmines there. Let's blow up another one of his own landmines.
Our supplies are in. Field repair is now available.
Field repair can now be deployed. We got 2 snipers full on the field.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Here's a good hits there. Over here, Flame Engineers and Rifleman squad does force back the STG squad.
Enemy unit down.
Yes, he does take out another unit. It may have been another Panzer Grenadier squad somewhere. This Panzer Grenadier squad is being picked apart. Not sure actually what went down there. Unless he got another. Nope, he got another STG squad, so he has actually lost a G43 squad there. He is apparently not happy, is he?
down munitions from enemy advances.
Flamer engineers trying to engage these Panzer Grenadiers. Gain some good damage from this. Does pull back the wounded one sooner rather than later. Let's get a good sniper shot there as well. Looks like the last Panzer Grenadier model will escape on out of there.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Calliope barrage running on in. Does get some good hits there on these Panzer Grenadiers, force them back. The 4-inch crew has been decaptured as well. Now we got the AT gun, now it seems to fire. Got 2 Calliopes now on field. It looks like they did go for the more retreat path, trying to get some more models there. STG squad's defensive forward. Flame engineers, Special 2 does fall back in time. And snipers are here to cover their retreat. AT gun soon hits some mortar half tracks now. And that mortar half track does go down to the AT gun. We do an advance forward, turn over on the sniper. The sniper's
Enemy
even
unit has
death.
fallen to our might.
The other US sniper's now falling back.
We have succeeded in diminishing the enemy's points to 200.
Rifle squad now is seeing some autocannon fire there.
Kampfgruppe Leer is losing a munitions depot to the enemy.
Rifleman squad engaging at 2-2. These Panzer Grenadiers try and push their way forward and get some good damage there on this Rifleman squad. Ooh, mortar half track finds a deadly hit there. Over here, Rifleman squad is behind some light cover there, but doesn't get forced back by the STG squads. The 2 advancing forward. Calliope's trying to rain on in. Doesn't destroy the AT gun entirely. Does take all Panzer Grenadier entirely as well. He's down to just the 3 Panzer Grenadiers. To advance forward, of course, can't do much versus the Calliopes. Given no time, the Calliopes probably will win with their hull-mounted machine guns. Mortar half track, veteran C1 there. We do got a fresh squad of Panzer Grenadiers. Munitions to get it upgraded as well, going for G43s. Sticky bomb will connect. Got 2-2s now pull on field. There are more sniper shots there. We just have the 1 sniper on the field. The 2 advancing forward. And the hull mounted machine guns are actually doing some decent damage versus the 2-2. Do now have the tank depot now pull out on field. Maybe good idea to save up for Sherman tank. Or even going for M10 or a Hellcat wouldn't be half bad, just simply to hunt down those 2-2s.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory.
Rifle squad now is trying to charge and forward, trying to get sticky bomb off. Looks like he will get one off. And Flame Engineers gains trying to burn them alive. Fully immobilized there. Might as well be good instead. Got ATSR here firing some shots onto the rifleman. Now he's going for a landmine there. That may be spotted by the ATSR. Over here, we do got the Flame Engineers engaging the STG squad. And he does get a sticky bomb there on the ATSR, getting a damage to nuke crit as well. Calliope barrage raining on in, getting some great damage. Does pick up that one. There was another explosion over there. Not sure what that was. It may have just a carcass going on down. And they're trying to lay down landmines there. Unsuccessful. Got this one here. And engineer squad does fall back away from these 2-2s. And finds a landmine there. I thought he was going to get both of them. Just only gets one, however. The coaxials of the Calliopes could push on forward. Now it's actually probably a good time for a Calliope barrage in that region. Listen to them firing a barrage there. Do have a Hellcat on the build queue. He does have tank cutters, so he could go for double Panzer Grenadiers eventually. Hellcat pushed away forward. It looks like there's nothing here to stop him. Not even AT guns. Not AT guns, AT mines. He could have potentially AT grenades to research, but that's unlikely. Wait, that's a Jagdpanther. You now have the Jagdpanther full in the field. These Panzer grenades receive quite a bit of fire. They're doing full withdrawal now. Live barrage running on in. Does get some damage there on the 2-2s. Ooh, good hit there. SCG squad's advancing forward, overrunning the engineer. Does take him out. Greyhound now backing off, trying to avoid any additional 88mm fire. Fly piece can solve him up. And we do have 5 command points here, which means he does have enough for the Pershing, just matter not of getting enough manpower for it. Sniper firing some shots here on the Panzer Grenadiers. I've got field repairs not being activated, trying to top off the health of everything, including the Hellcat. Hellcat's not full health. AT gun does get a shot there. And over here, we do now have the Panzer Grenadiers receiving more and more sniper fire. It does fall back right there. Does find some shots there of the AT gun. Trying to hit that Jagdpanther. Flame engineers advancing on forward. Though he almost goes down to 2-2 fire. Mortar half track does find a incendiary shot there. Damn, this map caused so many lag spikes. Does get burned alive there. Rifle squad trying to push on forward. Does brave his own fire there. I think that does actually do substantial time versus 2-2s. 2-2's now overrunning the AT gun there. Does take it at the crew. And now the Sherman Calliope are advancing on forward. Hellcat pushing way forward, trying to get these guys. Now the rocket barrage is coming on in, trying to deal with not only the mortar half track, but also the Panzer Grenadiers trying to repair it up. Hellcat getting some shots there, but missing on those 2-2s. Mortar half track now receiving some repairs. Rolls a bounce there. We do now have 2 Hellcats in field. He has enough munitions for Allied War Machine. This one does see quite a bit of damage there. Allied War Machine has now active. Main gun destroyed a crit there. Could use field repair to get it repaired on up, but maybe go ahead and just let it down. It'll die. Does pick up off one of the 2-2s. Sticky Bomb does connect onto the Jagdpanther. That will make it very easy for the Hellcat to get to the rear armor now. And the other one is still does take out the other 2-2. Allied War Machine is about ready to expire. Received a miss there, but good splash damage. But I don't think this Hellcat will actually die while Allied War Machine's active. Received a miss there in general. The other Hellcat could, the fresh Hellcat can push forward to engage the rear armor of the Jagdpanther. But just backing off around. Actually, no. Bad movement control there. Other Hellcats not advancing on forward. STG squad's advancing forward. And that flame engineer does go down. Sniper there gets some shots there. The squads are falling back. Hellcat push way forward. And the engine's still critted on the Jagdpanther. The IP here is a little bit exposed. Could potentially draw fire for the Jagdpanther. Here comes the Calliope barrage rating on in. Hellcat going to find the rear armor there. More another Calliope barrage right there. Gets the rear armor there. Mortar half track does go down. This Hellcat needs to circle around the long way around. I really hate this map, how the lag spikes so much. Field repair has been active. It's a good pen, frontal pen there. Hellcat having trouble engaging the rear or go around the bush. Destroyed engine right there, so it's spared from death for the moment. Gets good rear armor hit there. Bounce there. Destroyed engine crit once again. And the field repair does get enough damage or enough repairs to get the engine crit there. Now, why is this thing just surviving for too long? Gets the main gun destroyed crit there. To be fair, that Hellcat lasted for far too long, but that Panzer
Pershing reserves are now available.
should have would have gone down either way. But it's just
Enemy
amazing how
unit
this thing's
down.
still not dead. He only built 2, if I remember correctly. Fresh AT heads are now deploying field. SG squads advancing on forward. You have perhaps the Pennsylvania trying to be crushed. Snipers advancing forward. We got the ATs are advancing forward. Let's get a shot there. Rolls and miss there with the Hellcat. Hellcat's still back there. He does not have enough munitions for Allied field repair. He does not have any engineers on the field, so he's going to have to rely on Allied field repair there. Calliope barrage rating on in.
Enemy unit down.
Let's pick up that Panzer Grenadier with a sniper. ATs are advancing forward, but there's just too many Hellcats for the ATs to do much work. Let's get a shot there. Lose all those Panzer Grenadiers. Main gun destroyed, crit. Trying to repair it up now. Hellcat skirting around the flanks. Main gun's repaired. Let's get a pen there. He's going for a sticky bomb.
Enemy unit down.
And that AT Hetzer does go down. And looks like he has, the Panzer Declare has backed out of the game now. This end, going to just fast forward for the rest of the replay. And that's the end of the replay. This is Adam Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.